Imagine a place where you can climb an ancient rock fortress in the morning, spot a leopard in the wild by afternoon, and sip the world's best tea as the sun sets over misty mountains. Now imagine doing it all in just 2 weeks. Welcome to Sri Lanka, the teardrop island off the tip of India. It's a land of unimaginable diversity, but planning a trip here can feel overwhelming. That's why I've crafted the ultimate 14-day Best of Sri Lanka itinerary. In this video, I'm going to take you on a journey through ancient cities, wildlife-packed national parks, cool hill country, and stunning beaches. By the end, you'll have a complete, day-by-day plan to make your dream trip a reality. Let's get started. Part 1. Welcome to the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. This itinerary follows a classic and very logical clockwise loop, starting and ending near the Bandaranaike International Airport. It's the perfect route for first-timers, giving you a rich taste of everything this incredible island has to offer. We'll be moving from the colonial charm and beaches of Negombo into the heart of the ancient cultural triangle. From there, we'll ascend to the cool, tea-covered hills of Kandy and Yala, before ending with thrilling wildlife safaris and blissful relaxation on the southern coast. Before we dive in, a quick heads up. Sri Lanka has 2 monsoon seasons, which means there's always a sunny side of the island. For this route, which focuses on the west, south, and hill country, the best time to visit is from December to March. You'll get sunny skies and calm seas, perfect for this adventure. Part 2, Days 1-5 The Cultural Triangle. Our journey begins in the Cultural Triangle, the historic heart of Sri Lanka, where we'll spend the first 5 days stepping back in time. Day 1, Arrival in Negombo. After you land at the airport, we'll head to the nearby coastal town of Negombo. It's the perfect place to decompress after a long flight. Don't expect pristine paradise just yet. Negombo has a charming, local vibe. Take a stroll along the beach or explore the historic Dutch Canal. A remnant of the colonial spice route. It's a gentle introduction to Sri Lankan life. Grab some fresh seafood for dinner, and get a good night's rest because tomorrow, history awaits. Day 2, Ancient Anuradhapura. Today, we drive about 4 hours north to Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka's first ancient capital and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This place is mind-blowing. It's not just a few ruins. It's a vast, sprawling complex that was once a thriving metropolis. You'll see enormous dagobas, or Buddhist stupas, that are the size of small mountains. We're talking about the Jetavanaramaya, which was once one of the tallest structures in the ancient world. You'll also explore ancient monastic buildings, royal palaces, and the sacred Sri Maha Bodhi tree, a fig tree grown from a cutting of the very tree under which Buddha attained enlightenment. Day 3, Medieval Polonnaruwa. From Anuradhapura, we'll head to Polonnaruwa, the country's second most ancient kingdom. While Anuradhapura feels sprawling and monumental, Polonnaruwa feels more like a royal city frozen in time. The ruins are incredibly well preserved. You'll see the iconic Gal Vihara, a group of magnificent Buddha statues carved from a single granite rock face. It's a masterpiece of ancient Sinhalese sculpture. But we're not just here for ruins. Today, we'll also get a taste of local life with a visit to a traditional village. You might get to try your hand at cooking a local meal, or take a relaxing catamaran ride on a village lake. Day 4, Wildlife Safari. Get ready for an adventure. We're heading into the wild on a jeep safari. While Yala is famous for leopards, our first safari is at either Minneriya or Kaudulla National Park, and it's all about the elephants. The best time to be here is during the dry season, from July to October, when you can witness the gathering hundreds of elephants congregating around the ancient reservoirs. Seeing these gentle giants in their natural habitat with families and babies is a truly emotional experience. After the safari, we'll settle into our hotel in the shadow of the famous Sigiriya Rock. Day 5, Sigiriya and Dambulla. Today is the day we tackle the icon of Sri Lanka, the Sigiriya Rock Fortress. Also known as Lion's Rock, this 200-meter-high ancient palace is one of the most valuable historical monuments in the country. Yes, it's a climb, but trust me, the view from the top is absolutely worth every step. Just look at this view. You can see for miles across the jungle. It's no wonder a king chose to build his palace here. After descending, we'll head to the nearby Dambulla cave temple. This UNESCO site is a complex of 5 caves, transformed into a stunning temple over 2,200 years ago. Inside, you'll find over 150 stunning Buddha statues, and 2,100 square meters of intricate murals painted on the cave walls and ceiling. It's a spiritual and artistic treasure. Part 3, Days 6-9 The Hill Country. From the dry, ancient plains of the north, we now head south into the cool, misty heart of Sri Lanka, the hill country. The scenery is about to change dramatically. Day 6, Kandy's sacred sites. Our first stop in the hills is Kandy, the spiritual and cultural soul of Sri Lanka. It's a beautiful city built around a tranquil lake. Our main focus here is the Temple of the Tooth Relic, the most sacred Buddhist site in the country. It's said to house a tooth of the Buddha himself. The atmosphere inside is incredibly powerful. Try to visit during a prayer ceremony to see the rituals up close. After the temple, we'll take a stroll around the lake, and in the evening, we'll enjoy a vibrant traditional Kandyan cultural dance performance, a great introduction to the island's dance and music. Day 7, Journey to Nuwara, Eliya. Today is one of my favorite days. We leave Kandy and journey deeper into the hills to Nuwara, Eliya, Sri Lanka's most famous tea country. The drive itself is stunning. En route, we'll stop at a tea factory, like the famous one at Ramboda, to see how Ceylon tea is made, from leaf to cup. And of course, we'll get to sample some of the freshest, the most flavorful tea you'll ever taste. We'll arrive in Nuwara, Eliya, a charming hill station often called Little England, for its colonial-era bungalows, golf courses, and cool climate. You can almost feel the history in the air. Day 8, Horton Plains and AMP, the train to Yala. This is a big day, so we're starting early. We're heading to Horton Plains National Park, for a trek to World's End. It's a sheer cliff with a 1,000-meter drop, and if you time it right, you'll see the clouds part to reveal the plains and hills below. It's breathtaking, but the magic isn't over. After the hike, we'll drive to the nearby train station at Nuwara, to catch one of the most scenic train journeys on the planet, the ride to Yala. This isn't just transport, it's a highlight in itself. For about 2 hours, you'll wind through misty mountains, lush tea estates, and charming villages. Make sure you book your tickets well in advance. Day 9, Exploring Yala. Welcome to Yala. This laid-back town is all about stunning views and chill vibes. We've earned a day to just explore at our own pace. You can start with a short, sweet hike up Little Adams Peak for panoramic views that are just as good as the big one, without the pre-dawn start. Afterwards, head to the iconic Nine Arches Bridge, a beautiful colonial-era viaduct set amidst lush greenery. Time your visit to see one of the colorful local trains rumble across it. The rest of the day is yours to explore Yala's vibrant main street, with its cafes and restaurants, all with those incredible hills as a backdrop. Part 4, Days 10-14 Wildlife and AMP, Coastal Bliss. Our time in the hills is over. Now, it's time to head to the coast for wildlife and relaxation. The landscape will dry out again as we approach Yala National Park. Day 10, Yala National Park Safari. Welcome to Yala, Sri Lanka's most famous national park, and one of the best places in the world to see leopards in the wild. This afternoon, we're hopping into an open-top Jeep for an adventure. With an experienced tracker at the wheel, we'll explore the park's diverse landscapes. The leopards are elusive, but the chances of seeing one here are higher than almost anywhere else. But even if the big cat stays hidden, the park is teeming with life. You'll likely see elephants, sloth bears, crocodiles, spotted deer, and an incredible array of birds, from peacocks to painted storks. It's a wildlife photographer's dream. Day 11, Beach time in Mirissa. After the excitement of the safari, it's time for some serious R&AMP. We're heading to Mirissa, a beautiful, laid-back beach town on the south coast. This is where you can finally just stop, spend the day swimming, reading a book, or just napping under a palm tree. But Mirissa has another claim to fame. It's one of the best places in the world for whale watching. From November to April, the waters here are teeming with blue whales and sperm whales on their annual migration. If you're feeling adventurous, book a morning cruise for an experience you'll never forget. Day 12, Historic Galle. Today we'll drive along the coast to one of my absolute favorite places in Sri Lanka, Galle. But first, we'll make a quick stop to see the famous stilt fishermen of Weligama. It's an iconic image of Sri Lanka. Then, we arrive at the Galle Fort. Built first by the Portuguese in the 16th century and then massively fortified by the Dutch, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a living, breathing city within the walls. It's a beautiful blend of European architecture and South Asian tradition. We'll spend the afternoon getting lost on the cobblestone streets, exploring chic boutiques and art galleries. As evening falls, we'll join the locals on the fort ramparts to watch the sunset over the Indian Ocean. It's the perfect way to end a day. Day 13, Relaxation in Bentota. For our final full day, we'll head a little further up the coast to Bentota, a tranquil resort area. But before we hit the beach, we have one more adventure, a boat safari on the Madu River. This is a peaceful journey through a labyrinth of mangrove forests and tiny islands. You'll see all sorts of wildlife, from monitor lizards to vibrant kingfishers. You might even stop at a cinnamon island to see how it's processed. Afterwards, the rest of the day is yours. Soak up the sun on Bentota's beautiful golden beaches, take a dip in the warm water or try your hand at some water sports. It's your last day to soak in that Sri Lankan sun. Day 14, Departure. All good things must come to an end. Today we'll begin our journey back to the airport. Depending on your flight time, we can squeeze in a quick city tour of Colombo. You can take a stroll down Galle Face Green, a popular oceanside promenade, and soak in the energy of Sri Lanka's bustling capital one last time. Then, it's off to the airport, filled with memories, photos, and probably a suitcase full of Ceylon tea. So that's the dream 14-day itinerary for Sri Lanka. But before you book that flight, here are a few super practical tips to make your trip smooth and safe. For this route, a private driver is the most comfortable and efficient way to go. It's surprisingly affordable and lets you stop whenever you want. For the Kandy to Yala leg, you absolutely must take the train. It's an experience in itself. Pack light, breathable clothing. Bring a sarong or shawl to cover your shoulders and knees for temple visits. Mosquito repellent is non-negotiable. And good walking shoes are a must for Sigiriya and the hikes. Don't be scared to dive into Sri Lankan food. It's incredible. You have to try rice and curry, kottu roti, a chopped flatbread stir-fry, and for breakfast, a hopper with a runny egg in the middle. It's a bowl-shaped, crispy pancake. Always remove your shoes and hats before entering a temple. It shows respect and is a local custom. Sri Lanka isn't just a place you visit, it's a place you feel. The ancient history, the wild landscapes, the spicy food, but most of all, the warm smiles of its people. I hope this itinerary helps you plan an unforgettable adventure. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel guides. And let me know in the comments, which of these stops are you most excited about? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and happy travels.